Hi, welcome to Behind the Curtain Ashland Community Theater. I'm Joe White.
And I'm Katie Shander Reynolds.
We're here today to talk a little bit about gray matter. We're going to have some guests and we're going to actually have a performance here live.
Very exciting.
I'm very excited. We have Chris Dever and
Holly Escott is back.
Excellent, excellent. So what's going on right now for Ashland Community Theater, Katie?
Well, right now, hopefully our viewers are watching our mini-series that we filmed over the summer, which is airing right now, Tuesdays and Thursdays on WACA TV.
So check your local website to make sure, if you're Comcast or Verizon, to make sure that you can watch the interns. We also have done work on our website.
Yes, you have. A lot of work.
AshlandCommunityTheater.com. So I'd like to have everyone go out and take a look at it and give me some feedback. We put some pictures of our ACT players, some history of our past shows, some information about our fall show.
Very exciting, our fall show. Yes.
What is our fall show?
Our fall show is called Therapy Sessions.
What's it about?
It is about a group of therapists working in community together and the patients that they have, and they're all sort of coming at things from different angles, and it should be hopefully amusing.
It's a comedy. So
it's a comedy.
We're hoping
yeah.
people coming down. And when are the shows? I think it's November.
It is indeed in November.
The 19th, 20th, and 21st at the Ashland Middle School Theater, just as our prior 3 shows have been. Hopefully everyone can come out and go to the website and look for the information about buying tickets for those nights. So tonight we are also going to see Gray Matter.
Yes.
And so we're going to actually take you to the scene right now and watch it, enjoy it. And when you come back, who's going to be here?
We will have Chris Dever and Holly Escott right here with us in the studio to answer some very intense questions.
Excellent. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Gray Matter.
Yo, hey, I saw that.
Excuse me?
Woman, I caught you, all right?
I don't know you.
When I came in, you moved your bag.
Please, I don't want any trouble.
I'm not.
And if you're causing trouble, I can notify someone.
Look, I wasn't doing nothing. Chill.
Okay, then.
Hey, honey, do I make you nervous?
I don't even know you.
That don't matter. Honey, I can still make you nervous.
Look, I was in the middle of something, if you don't mind.
Well, then why did you move your bag?
I was getting some gum.
Oh, really? Can I have me a piece?
It's juicy fruit.
My favorite.
Oh, I only have one piece.
Well, then give me half, then.
You are bothering me.
Let me figure this. I don't make you nervous, but I bother you.
I'm just not in the mood for conversation.
Yeah, I think it's something else.
If you say so.
You know what? When I walked in here, you know what you thought to yourself? You thought purse stealer, like rapist, murderer, didn't you?
I thought no such thing.
But you moved your bag.
I was being polite by making room. I would do that for anyone.
I don't buy that. Nobody buys that.
It doesn't concern me if nobody buys it. That's the reason.
But lady, look! There was all these empty seats I could have sat in.
All right, you caught me.
Unless you wanted me to come sit next to you.
You can sit anywhere you like.
Can I? Then I'm going to sit me down here. Oh, God. You know, this is so hard. Let me try this one, Goldilocks. This one right here, it ain't right either. You know what? These is just so damn uncomfortable. Hey, I got me an idea. Maybe I can sit where you are. You know what? Maybe I can come sit in your lap.
Oh,
Whoa, hey, lady, come on.
Hello.
Lady, chill out, all right? Why don't you just come, sit back down, all right? Come on.
you leave me alone.
All right, I'm gonna sit way down here, if that'll make you happy. Ouch. Like, why are you even here?
Why are you here?
I came to see my parole officer.
Nice.
Now, see, that bothers you.
And you wondered why I moved my purse.
But lady, you didn't know I was here to see Mr. Parole Man when I walked in. Think. You just looked at me and assumed I was a criminal.
I followed my instincts. When the fight or flight kicks in, you should listen to that. What you said about being a criminal is exactly what my gut was telling me.
So that's why you moved your purse?
Right.
Well, I'll be. Smarty pants, you saw right through me. You know, I bet everybody can. That's why they're always jumping and fidgeting when I come in the room. You know what? It's like the BO. You don't know you got the BO until somebody does you a favor and tells you, but by then it's way too late.
I'm sure if you dressed a little better, it might help.
Oh, ouch. Oh. You have been such a big help to me here. What's your name?
Why do you want to know my name?
Well, I can't be telling all my convict friends that some random ass lady at the police station helped me with my styles. I'd like to put me a name to a face.
I don't think you need to know my name.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Come on.
If I tell you, will you leave me alone?
Oh, well, let me think on that. Sure. Scout's honor.
Sheila.
What?
That's my name, Sheila.
Woman, you know it is a sin to lie.
I know that.
But you don't look like a Sheila. Sheila is a young and a beautiful lady's name.
Thank you.
Oh, don't get me wrong, all right? But you ain't no Sheila.
You get a name at birth and you keep it for life. Even beautiful young women named Sheila eventually grow older.
Yeah, but those beautiful girls don't grow up to look like you, honey.
How do you know what someone should be called or not called?
You said I looked like a criminal.
I did not.
Oh, come on. Did you or did you not? Just admit to me now that I looked like a criminal when I walked in. Remember you had that fancy-ass gut instinct? And you was right, wasn't you?
Let's just let it go, okay? I haven't seen anyone at that counter in a
No,
long time.
This is taking forever. I'm here on my lunch hour. If I get back to work late again, they're gonna have my ass.
How far did you have to walk?
Walk, lady, I drove myself like a normal person, all right?
Oh, don't be so sensitive. I'm just
Look, all right.
concerned for-
I was assuming things about you, just like you've been assuming things about me. I ain't trying to tell you how to think. I'm just saying how it is, all right? I mean, look, you cannot be telling me that if some other elderly woman came in here instead of stinky old me, you wouldn't be having a picnic right now. You'd be sitting there exchanging recipes and complaining about Social Security. You'd be bitching about your arthritis and all. I mean, you certainly wouldn't have jumped out of your skin the way you did when I came in.
Would it make you happy if I gave you my recipe for pot roast?
Come on,
I
come
don't
on.
give that recipe to anyone, you know, not even my sister. The key is in the marinade.
Look, forget it, all right? Look, you don't got to talk to me. And you certainly don't got to trust me.
Oh, I don't trust anyone at this point. Somewhere between here and 13th Street, I misplaced my wallet. The sad thing about it is that there was a lot of money in it, not to mention my driver's license and pictures of my grandchildren. I don't even care about the money. But the idea that someone out there knows my identity is not too comforting to me. I came down here to file a report in hopes that someone would be honest enough to... What was I thinking? I spent half my day in here just for the chance that there was one honest person left in this world.
Look, I'm sorry, all right? Someone is going to find it.
Oh, they probably already have found it and are having a fine time maxing out my gold card. I don't know why I'm wasting my time.
Whoa, 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 hey, come on now. Hey, Sheila? That's right, you. Why don't you stick around a few more minutes? We make enough noise. Someone's going to come out and help us.
May I tell you something?
Yes, you may. Well, what is it?
My name. It isn't Sheila.
Oh, really? Well, what do you know? Because you had me so convinced
oh,
of
don't
it.
be funny. Actually,
It's Marge.
What? How?
You just look like a Marge to me, sweetie.
Oh, right.
And
You're
you know what
good
else?
at that.
You know what else? It says it on your license.
You, where?
Hey, I tried calling. There wasn't no answer. Oh, lady, you can count it. I didn't take nothing.
Come here.
Look, that's how it was.
This is my granddaughter. This is Sheila.
She is pretty. I can even see the resemblance.
Well, I guess you better be going so you're not late back to your job.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, hey, Marge.
Oh,
You
I
forgot.
forgot my purse. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed the show Gray Matter. We're here with the actors Chris Dever and Holly Escott. Thank you guys so much for coming down and actually performing it live here
Our pleasure.
in the studio.
3 times.
Yeah. So Chris, what prompted you to reach out to me and want to do this in the studio? What was the impetus? Because you did this on stage back in May. A fine performance, the both of you. What made you-
May of 2014, in
May of
fact.
2014.
Yeah, that was like 30,000 beers ago. So I couldn't even remember the experience. And we wanted to put it on camera because we thought it was a scene that deserved something potentially a little more intimate. And then when we saw the interns as part of the premiere that you guys had a couple weeks ago, that really kind of upped the game in terms of using cameras. And then it's basically jealousy. Wanted to get in on that.
Well, I'm glad you
We were
did.
glad to have you.
Yeah, hard to believe an actor getting jealous, right?
I'm very glad you did. So Holly, how did it feel being here in the studio doing it versus a stage environment?
Well, I had never done it. I mean, that was part of the reason I wanted to do it. I had never had the experience of being filmed in a studio, and it was scary.
How scary? What was scary about it?
Well, it was just that it's different, I think, from, I'm used to a stage, that's all. It was something new, and the darkness and the light. It was fun. I liked it.
And that scary man that was in that scene. That made it scary too, right?
Please.
No, nothing to be worried about, right?
Well, so I had a question for you guys that might be hard to remember after all those beers, but when you first were preparing for this scene on the stage a year and a half ago or whatever that was, how did you get ready for these characters? Because at that time, you, I know, were playing 3 different characters in that show. So what was your backstory for this character?
For the Russell character?
For the Russell
Yeah.
character, yeah.
Not a huge story, other than like someone who just has a huge problem with authority and keeps venting it in the wrong place. And I think your natural prejudice really came through the character, which really made me mad on set, and that helped fire me through.
I don't remember.
And what about you, Sheila?
I really don't. I mean,
Sheila / Marge.
I don't remember. I know that I think I did a lot more this time, and that's one of the reasons I was anxious. I wanted to do better.
Okay.
Do you think that, let's say that scene ended, if they met again, what do you think the interaction would be?
Awkward.
How so?
Well, I don't think that there was a real coming to a lot of understanding between them. Do you think?
Yeah, that was one thing that we definitely tried to do differently than the stage performance. Was in the stage version, we tried to kind of make it a little touched by an angel at the end, where there's like this kind of epiphany and like everyone's all like understanding each other. But maybe for whatever reason, certainly for me, like as an actor, it's hard to kind of do as an amateur actor. I mean, it's hard to like make these big transitions and not look awful. So it was like, if we just kind of keep it more of a grudging respect at the end, then that was an easier kind of transition to make, you know? So to answer your question, I think if they met on the street again, it'd be like that weird person you knew in high school who knows things about you. So you just kind of, you know, kind of
Exactly.
get around them and just get through it. I don't think they really deeply came to a mutual
Connected.
understanding
Yeah, yeah. So as actors preparing for this scene now multiple times, did you give any thought at all to what you might do differently if you had if you had this happen to you in real life? Not that that would happen to you, perhaps, but if you were to find yourself in a situation like this, would you do things differently than Marge did?
Oh, absolutely. Marge had a nice big mouth. I would have been out the door.
That would have been the end of the scene, though. So then
A
okay.
tough scene to do. He
Yeah.
could have stayed by himself. He could have monologued
Yeah.
the
Once
rest
you try
of
to
the
get it in your lap, you know? That's more my difference right there. Wouldn't back down like that.
Right for the laugh.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you like your characters?
You know, that's why I had to write a backstory. It was important because I didn't like her.
Why not?
And you're supposed to like your character, aren't you? That's what I learned.
Not necessarily, I
No?
guess, yeah.
Okay.
It's hard sometimes.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't like her.
Why not?
Well, I just think she was very prejudiced and not introspective about her prejudice, and I just don't like people like that.
You don't lie about your name? Like that?
You don't lie about your name?
Oh,
Your
I
name's
probably
not.
would have.
Yeah, well, I've definitely done that. I can respect that one.
Yeah.
So what about you? How'd you feel about Russell?
Yeah, I liked the fact that he had something to really vent. Like, we've all been in the place where we're trying to do good in whatever reason, and just people don't see it. Like, your family, people at work,
Yeah.
whatever. And it's like, no matter how hard you try, you're going to get some points knocked off of you. And some demerits are being racked up. You can tell someone's doing it, but you don't know what recourse to have. And then you just kind of lose control of it. So it's kind of a fantasy to like lose control and just go after someone. And like, I mean, he went way overboard. He's conducting like this weird mock trial
Right.
of her. And that's unfair to her. I mean, she had a pretty natural response to a ruffian kind of guy coming in a room. I mean, sure, he took some money out of her wallet to pay for those earrings, but she should forgive him of that.
So it's interesting, having now seen the scene many times, something occurred to me today that hadn't occurred to me before when we were doing this on the stage, and I thought, well, I wonder if Marge had not moved that bag, would Russell have reacted the way he did? Would he have just given her the wallet?
Well, I don't think he knew yet, right? So the whole...
Of course he knew. He knew her name. He had already...
But he didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
I mean, he walks into a place and she's sitting there. The first reaction is her moving this. So his reaction was like, I'm here to do some good, and I'm getting crap from this person who's like afraid of me.
So when did he figure it out
He
then?
figured...
Yeah, that's a good point. Exactly.
When did he
There's
figure
a
it
point
out?
where he's like suddenly onto her, and he realizes that she's lied about her name.
Yep.
And now he's like, well, that's it? You've kind of broken a code with me?
Yeah.
So now I'm justified in some sense prosecuting you for it.
But I also saw the facial expression change. I think I pointed it out to you in studio, is that when you mentioned during your diatribe about, you lost your wallet, and all of a sudden, okay, wallet, I found a wallet, boom, 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 somebody, you connected it, and your facial expression changed dramatically about it. It's like you were angry at her, but that's the moment you connected that she was lying, or she was the person that was doing the wallet, that had the wallet.
I'll be glad to see the scene and be able to see that.
Yeah.
Because when you're in it, you miss some of the things that fellow actors are doing. So.
The one thing I take away from that whole ending of the scene, and I always wondered why the writer didn't write it this way. Maybe it's just maybe it's because your character wouldn't do it. You never thanked him.
Yes,
At the very
did.
end, the last thing she says.
Well, at the very, very end, right?
Yes.
But when you got the wallet, the first thing you were like, I think there was
grabbed
you
it.
grabbed it,
Right.
and then you were like there, and then you kind of had your moment, and you went back, and then you were
Yeah, you
checking,
grabbed
and
that
then
firmly. That
and the
was-
first thing
seemed
you're
real
doing
realistic.
is, I love when you say, I didn't take anything, check everything, everything's there. I tried calling and stuff.
Yeah, but see, that's why I didn't like
Yeah.
her. She didn't take what happened into account, really.
So it's interesting. This is a pretty intense scene. It's a pretty
Yeah.
serious, straightforward acting scene. And you've both done other scenes with us and probably elsewhere that involve more lighthearted humor, thinking of the bartender, those kinds of things. So
Those were those 30,000 drinks.
that was a good start
Rehearsals
for
for
that.
that, right?
Absolutely. So when you think about playing these different kinds of characters, do you have a preference? Do you like going sort of back and forth, or do you prefer the heavier stuff?
I think at this point it's all a fun romp. You know what I mean? Because you don't really know what you're doing. So you got some comedy, you got some drama, whatever.
Yeah.
As long as you kind of get to sample it, and you get cool people to work with, that makes it a lot easier. Because they can kind of forgive you of your big old errors.
And what do you think, Holly?
I like both.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't think I could pick.
Well, and it's nice that you don't have
Because
to.
there are satisfactions in both.
Sure.
I have to say one thing. I'm watching the show, looking at both of your facial expressions. Like I've seen it done a few different times. It was just unbelievable. The character comes out in your faces. It's just amazing watching that on the screen.
That was
Yeah.
one thing that made us fiendishly jealous when watching the interns. Because the stage scene is good because people
Yeah.
laugh. I
Yep.
remember on the stage production of that, people took a lot of those interactions and they were laughing. Like dozens of people were laughing, and we didn't even think of it as like this kind of comedy confrontation between the two. So that gave it life on stage. But then here, there's no one going to be laughing. Maybe you guys in the control room or something like that. But when you saw the interns, it's like, okay, we want to be doing that or
Yeah.
a TV production, and just give it a go.
Yeah. Well, and it was neat, like Joe was saying, 'cause having seen it on stage and in rehearsals before, you don't notice those really delicate expressions, and seeing the close-ups. That's when you start to notice, oh, wow, look at what she's doing with her face. That's so cool. She's showing an emotion that you just can't see from the audience at a stage show. So it was really, really cool.
And one of the things I love about what we're doing here at WACA is we're actually able to do our shows on stage, but we're also able to take some of those wonderful scenes, the intimate ones like you just did today, and bring more life to it, more substance, because there's a big difference being on stage and doing the intimacy that you have here in the studio.
Yes,
So-
that really is nice, having both.
It
really
is. It's
yeah.
special, isn't it? Yeah. It's very cool.
So thank you guys for coming down to perform Gray Matter here in the WACA Studios. I really enjoyed it. And I thank you for being patient with us, because we're trying more technique that we learned from our summer and the interns.
Yes.
That we're picking up some,
Lessons
we're learning
learned.
lessons. yeah.
Lessons learned, and you're benefiting from them.
And about how to do things differently and maybe film from different angles and get different expressions there.
Yeah, God
So-
bless the production crew that
so-
puts up with us.
Well, I tell you, they were great.
They're
They were
great
awesome
here.
today.
They really
Everybody
were.
there, Josh behind the camera, Mike and Paul in the studio were fantastic. But I'll end it with this. You guys were absolutely fantastic to watch. I could actually go home right now and watch it again. But thank you.
And
Thank
you
you so
weren't
much.
even in it, Joe.
You know what? I think that actually
Someone
made
knows
I think that
Joe.
actually
Yeah.
made it better, didn't it?
That's why we had the
No.
interviews.
That's why I had the interviews.
No.
All right.
So next month, Katie, who do we have next episode?
I have no idea.
You
Who's
don't.
here next month?
Let me check my briefcase. No, actually, we have the wonderful people from the Katie Shandarendel's written play, The Seance. So we're going to have all of the actors that were in The Seance in our next episode here. We're going to have Mauro Ciccarelli, Heidi Hansen, Julie Nardone, Jody Martin, and Adish Joshi. So till next time, Ashland Community Theater Behind the Curtain. Thank you, Katie, for once again another wonderful show. Chris, Holly, thanks for coming down.
Oh, hi Daniel. Can you believe it's been 2 weeks since we started working at the station?
Yeah, it's going insanely fast.
I know, and I can't believe the only time I was able to bump into Mr. Hultquist was our first day.
You know, we literally bump into him.
Oh my god, I was so embarrassed. I mean, it's just my luck that the one interaction I have with the one man who can get me a job on the network, I spilled my Diet Coke all over his suit.
He was pretty cool about it. He even bought us dinner. And think about it. This way, every time you look at the stain in his tie, think of you.
Yeah, he was cool. I just need to figure out a way to meet up with him and share my ideas with him. I did come up with this one idea where we would go into...
interrupt, but Kaylee, if you're still plotting to meet Hultquist, make sure you're not in the general vicinity of any liquids, flammables, or sharp objects.
Okay, Ashley, stop teasing me. You know how I feel about that.
Oh, Kaylee, you know I was just joking. But seriously, no flammables.
What's up, interns?
Zach, did you get the memo? We're working for a news station, not for the Franklin Park Zoo's line cleanup duty.
What's wrong, Ashley? Do you not approve of my attire? Would you like me to slip into something more, comfortable?
No,
Oh,
Okay, guys, cut it out. Aren't you worried about our next assignment?
Worried? Why would I be worried? Whoever gets me gets the best and most effective intern.
Oh, yeah, and what are you doing for Evelyn that's so effective?
Well,